I owe an apology to blank. Why? What happened?
I owe an apology to my 5-year-old son because late last week he had a fever for a couple of days, and I'm like, okay, so you're sick, and he's like, oh, I don't feel good. Great. Well, the fever goes away, and he's still like, moaning and whining, and I'm like, dude, you're not sick anymore. You don't have a fever. So we finally took him to the doctor yesterday because he was still whining and moaning. He has pneumonia.
Oh.
And you were challenging that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was like, dude, like, you can quit acting sick. You know what I mean? It's the weekend. Let's go out and play. Like, quit. Like,
How old is he?
he's 5.
Yeah, 5-year-olds don't really play that game.
I mean, it's my first time with a 5-year-old. Don't know that.
Like, they'd rather play, than like be like, I'm sick.
Yeah.
I mean, he just sat there on the couch like,
Is he okay, though, aside from you not believing him? Is he okay?
Yeah, he's okay. They said it's just, it probably started out as a normal cold. Some bacteria got stuck.
Yeah.
Develops into pneumonia.
You got it.
I mean, because when you went to the doctor, I went to the doctor, and, usually they do the little thing on the chest, like, boop, boop, real quick.
Yeah.
And he lingered and lingered.
And you started to feel bad.
And lingered, and I'm like, well, this ain't normal. And he goes, are you ready for it? And I'm like, what? He goes, pneumonia. I'm like, oh my gosh.
Did you apologize to your kid, or you just
Immediately.
only doing it? You did, yeah.
I mean, I'm like, I am so sorry, bud. I'm so sorry. You said you weren't feeling good, but you didn't have a fever, he's like, I just don't feel good, Dada. I'm like, yeah, my bad. My apologies. So
there we go.
I apologize to my 5-year-old son. Pneumonia is a silent sickness.
I owe an apology to blank. Eddie.
Yeah, it's funny. Lunchbox brought this up because I'd like to apologize to Lunchbox.
Wow, okay.
Yeah, I really didn't mean for this to happen. But remember when he came on the show and said he stole somebody's mail and they hadn't picked it up? They hadn't claimed their mail in forever, and it was a bottle of wine.
The general manager of the local.
Correct.
Yeah.
So I thought about paying it back and like stealing one of his packages.
One of Lunchbox's packages.
Yes, and I held it under my desk
Do you
for
know
like
this?
months.
Do you know this? What is he going to say?
No, I have no idea.
No, he has no idea.
Okay.
And I held it for and I was just like, oh, I'll submit it in the show. It'd be funny. Haha, I held this package for a month. Somebody cleaned our area. It's gone. I don't know where your mail is. Lunchbox, I'm so sorry,
What
dude.
was the package?
I have no idea.
You just grabbed one.
It said 2 Lunchbox, and I was like, oh, I'll just hold this, and he'll never know he had it, and they'll be like, I got you back.
Surely somebody.
So maybe that's where my credit card went, and I never received it. I had to
It
tell the
wouldn't
bank.
come as 2 Lunchbox.
Your
though.
credit card? No, this was
Yeah.
a package.
Surely someone would just throw out a package with Lunchbox's name on it.
It might have been like, because I remember he did another bit where he got mad at an artist for not sending him something.
Yeah.
It might have
It could
been
be any artist.
There's
let's
been
go.
multiple of those, though.
Anyway, I'm sorry, Lunchbox.
Do you accept it?
No.
Okay. Amy?
Well, mine's also an apology to Lunchbox.
Oh.
Yeah, you guys realize how rude you are to me. This is a
ahead.
great segment. We should do this once a week.
Well, no, I mean, I think that there's room for
Go ahead.
repair
Go ahead.
here. Okay,
We'll
so
see.
I was approached about doing an event, and then they asked me to talk to you about it, to do it together maybe. And then I forgot that part, and then I didn't reach out to you.
Oh, but you did
and
it
now
by
I feel
yourself?
like you might be booked.
Oh, so they booked him anyway.
Oh, that's good.
No, he might not be available to go because he needs to probably schedule this out
It's a paid thing?
with his family, and it is a paid thing. I'm hoping we can still figure it out, but
Is it because you didn't want to do it with them?
no, not at all.
just
I
forgot.
literally just forgot. So I'm sorry. Of course, I want him to get paid
One
for
person
something.
stealing your package? One person
No,
stealing
no.
your money?
Lunchbox,
I
still-
apologize,
No,
though. I'm sorry,
I still
dude.
want this to work out, but I think that you may have to switch around your schedule, but it'll work out.
Well, I'd like to
Well, what's the
apologize.
date?
I'd like to apologize to Lunchbox.
Oh, you too?
Amy!
Yeah, the kid he was talking about earlier, my son.
Oh, man. Oh, man. That's a
Oh,
big
no.
one.
No, I'm kidding.
Hey, I mean, hey,
I'm kidding.
Hey,
He does
could
kinda
be
look like
true.
you, Bones.
I'm
Could
kidding.
be true because the other day in the car he said, "Dad, will you turn on the music?" And I mean, that's weird.
Because you don't like music.
Yeah, I was like, that's not my DNA.
I'd like to apologize to the FedEx guy.
Oh, what happened?
He shows up to the house and he's got to unpack 30 boxes every single time of all this memorabilia. And I mean, it's stacks and stacks and stacks and stacks.
That's on you.
Now, I think that's better for him because he doesn't have as many stops. I think a FedEx guy would rather have one house with 30 packages than 30 houses with one package each.
Okay,
so
I'd
I
like
think
to
you're
apologize
doing
to my wife then.
Yeah, there you go.
For all the stacks and stacks and stacks and stacks because I just leave them and I'll slowly get to them and there are boxes everywhere. And I'm trying to get through them and there are baseball cards and football cards all over the kitchen table. And I'm just organizing them right now.
And also, who breaks down the cardboard boxes
Right.
and folds them neatly for the recycle to take them away?
Nobody. And here's why. I'm stacking them because when I sell all this stuff back on eBay, I'm putting them back in the boxes. So there's just there's Mount Boxmore in our garage. Oh, I'm sorry for that too, to my wife.
Okay.
Yeah. So we're getting there.
Getting there.
That's all. Anybody else have an apology? Morgan?
Yeah, I do. I need to apologize to my soon-to-be brother-in-law.
Okay.
So I was hosting a bridal shower for my sister this weekend, and I had planned the newlywed game, and he was going to be on the TV in a video he did, and she was answering the questions in person. Well, the video of him wasn't working. So I was like, well, I'll just FaceTime him, and we'll live stream it on the TV. He didn't realize he was being broadcast to all 22 women there, and he was in his boxers. He was changing on the TV, like in front of my mom, his mom, and like everybody was mortified, but there was lots of laughter. So he was just chilling in his boxers.
But he answered in his boxers when you called him?
That's weird.
No, so like he was moving around. No, I had FaceTime and he was like showing his face, but then he was like, "Hey, I got a lot of things to do. Like I'm busy right now."
It sounds like there's another apology needs to be given.
Oh, boy.
No.
Morgan to her sister. Yeah. All right. Raymundo, anything?
Yeah, the building owners here, I had some bigger boxes, speaking of boxes, and I threw them in the dumpster. And I guess they got mad that they were in the dumpster and they had my name on them, so they took them and threw them on the doorstep. So sorry to the building owners. I was illegally dumping.
Wow, they got you.
Yeah, sorry,
They just
guys.
took him out of the garbage and threw him on the door here?
Yeah, and then the engineers said they handled it for me. So sorry to the engineers, too.
Dang, got him.
Yeah, I didn't know my name was on those boxes.
But look at us, all apologizing. We're all growing.
Yeah, man. We're
Lunchbox is
sorry.
the big loser here, though. Lost
I lost a lot.
package in the mail and lost a...
Paid gig.
I mean, I'm thankful for this segment because I feel better now that I.
No, you
said
didn't tell me
that
what the gig
because-
is.
And you did it under the guise of a bit, so it's not
Because
real.
because I was feeling really bad, and now I've gotten to apologize.
And now you get to like talk about it without randomly bringing it up and it being awkward.
Right.
Yeah.
Because I could have just ignored it.
For sure. Yeah.
It's a Bobby Bones show.